Once you're ready for the transplant process to begin, you're assigned a coordinator. We have met Grace, my daughter and I, and her dad with our coordinator just to begin some conversation. There's lots of education that they try to prepare you for early on, knowing that once you get closer and once the day comes that you're going to have to learn it all over again. There's two ways that the transplant process will go down. You either know that you have a live donor, that someone either you're related to or a friend or a family member will be a match. Unfortunately, that has not been the case for Grace. So what will happen is once we get all the labs and everything coordinated and we know her blood type and all the specifics, she'll go on a list, which is very dramatic. Everyone's seen this on TV. But once you're on the list, then you're kind of waiting. Had we had a live donor or knew we could be a live donor situation, it'd be like a planned C-section where you pick your date and your time and you know when you're going. If you're on a list, it's like waiting to go into labor the old-fashioned way. We're anticipating we'll get a phone call and they'll say, guess what? It's your day. Pack your bags and head on up to Riley because you're getting a kidney. So it's a little nerve-wracking to think about how that might transpire. So for Grace, once we get the call, we've been told we'll go up probably like the night before. There'll be some prep as far as like nothing to eat or drink after midnight and labs and things like that. And then very early that next morning, she would go into surgery for the kidney. And it's like a 4 to 5 hour procedure from what, again, we've been told. The hospital stay itself can be anywhere from like 7 to 10 days. And a lot of that is not only recovery from a pretty major surgery, but there's medications that she has to get adjusted to and titrated onto that will keep her body from rejecting that kidney. So there's, it can be variable in the stay. For the person, if we were again blessed enough to have been a live donor, that person we've understood would be just, very minimal stay, maybe 2 days tops really, in a different facility, often, maybe the hospital next door or something. With our situation would have been IU and Grace, of course, is at Riley. Transplant process is obviously pretty case specific, so our experience may not be the same that everyone else would deal with.